Okay, congratulations to the women of Scotland who took their case to the High Court. I can't speak with this beard on, I'm taking it off. Next time, that's the last time I'm going to have a beard. But congratulations to the women of Scotland who took their case to the High Court of the UK, and they won, and it declares that a woman is a woman and a man is a man. And that's it. So I've been saying that for years now. Even though I was totally supportive of whatever lifestyle people want to have, I went to art college in the 1980s, early 1980s, and pretty much anything was normalised. You know, nobody cared. But then it became extremist and lying to children and adults that they can change into the opposite sex. That should be a crime for professionals, of any kind of professional, to lie to a child or an adult that they can change into the opposite sex. That's a lie. It can't be done. And so, anyway, I'm glad of that ruling, and also the Cass report way back, if you know what that was. So it looks like things are going in a normal direction. Doesn't mean we're going to hate. Nobody's going to hate on cross-dressers. Nobody's going to hate on you. That's what they always try to make it out as. It's not. It's just go back to what it was in the 1980s when nobody cared, literally, in England and most places. Nobody really cared. So in the Western world, at the very least, certainly in Britain, nobody really cared. You could do what you want. In fact, it was considered uncool if you weren't on part of that, what's that called, spectrum, whatever it's called. So, you know, everybody was a little bit playing with the way they look and all that. Earrings and all that kind of thing, makeup and all, men with makeup. So, but it wasn't, it didn't mean you're gay or something, but that was just the way it was back then. Look it up, 1980s, England. It was more free than almost anywhere nowadays for everybody. So yeah, my auntie was a lesbian in the 1950s in London, you know, so hanging out with all the hipsters of the 1950s and things like that, I presume. But she's a great lady and passed away now, but she was a lesbian in 1950s, open. And so, yeah, I don't know, it's probably harder for men being gay or something, but certainly cross-dressing's always been around. Nobody cares. You just can't lie to children and adults that they can change into the opposite sex. But anyway, I'm kind of glad, because some of the things I've been thinking as this stuff's been going on is, you know, it's a bit worrying if, you know, people can turn into the opposite sex, you know. Because I was a bit worried, because if I'm in the men's restroom, bathroom, and I don't want some woman with PMS coming into the men's bathroom and sanitary towels strewn all over the place, you know, pregnant woman breaking water in my bathroom. No, thank you. Go to your own bathroom, right? So, you know, the people who have menstruation and can get pregnant should have their own bathroom that only they can use, because I don't want that in my bathroom. Have you ever been around women with PMS? How about giving birth to a child? Men are pussies, they couldn't do it. I mean, it's bad enough. Well, it's not bad enough, but men bring the babies in to change them in a toilet. That used to be really trendy, but no one does it anymore. But hey, maybe that's a bad thing. They should be doing the job, but to change the baby. But you don't see much of that these days. Used to be trendy. But yeah, I don't want no woman giving birth in the bathroom, or like menstruating and PMS and shouting all over the place. I don't want no transy men coming and shouting all over the place either. Thank you. Transy woman. What one is it? Woman. Men pretended to be women. Because, you know, they'll come into the men's bathroom if there's too much of a queue or a line at the women's. They'll just break the line and go into the men's, where there's a shorter queue usually after the cinema or in a sports event. They're pretending to be women, and they're making a big hysteria about it. And then as soon as they're stuck in the women's line and the men's is clear, they'll be right in there. They're betraying their chosen type, and just go right in there and try to piss in their urinal. I don't know how that works. I don't want to go there. But yeah, cross-dressing's okay, but I wouldn't go for that whole changing the body. You've got the body you need. You don't need another body. You've got the body you're in. You can't be in the wrong body. That's impossible. That would be like you're a ghost or something haunting a body. Like a walk-in, you know, from the aliens that walk in. Give me a break. So no, you can't do that. You're in the right body. You're probably living. You're going to live 1,000 lifetimes because that's just the way nature is. You are nature. You have some individuality in terms of energy. The energy that you are. People used to call it a soul, and that's what you are. And you evolve over many lifetimes. Believe me or not, I don't care. But you're definitely not a ghost in a body, in the wrong body. Give us a break, right? So, so that's one thing, and it's, I mean, nobody thought about this. If men are going to become women, it's going to be hell on the full moon. Have you ever been around women with PMS? Like I say, no. Just kidding, women, you lovely ladies, just get to the yurt when it's the full moon, please. Or whatever time it is. It's usually, if you all just stop taking all these chemicals, it'll be the full moon. And then these transy men, they'll be all following you to the yurt, the menstruation, the PMS yurt, they'll all be following you. Get back, you're not allowed in here. But I'm a woman. No, you don't have periods. Get out. Try messing with a bunch of women with PMS. I'm joking, ladies. You're the most wonderful things, the most wonderful creatures in the universe. And that's a fact. So, but as long as you don't flush your tampons down the toilet, if you do come into the men's bathroom, women pretending to be men, trans men, that's women. So don't flush your tampons down the toilet, please, or whatever that was, or those other bits that you're going to glue onto yourself. A stupid thing. I'm sorry we went through this period. It's very serious, this period of time, because a lot of people got really, really hurt by this. So it's not a laughing topic. There should be all sorts of lawsuits against who perpetrated all that. You can't become a woman, mister, okay? You can cross-dress, right? Just don't come at me, okay? And that's fine. Nobody cares. In fact, it's quite fun, as long as we all know you're not trying to coerce people into believing they can become the opposite sex. You live 1,000 lifetimes, so that's it. So yeah, congratulations to those women, and wonderful thing that they did, and managed to get the law, in Britain at least, seems to be that, yeah, men are men and women are women. End of.